programme. I'm Nima Abuwardi with Dubai's International Financial Centre. Now, later in the programme, we're meeting the small businesses taking on the big brands. But in a market dominated by multinational firms, do they stand a chance? Also coming up this week, trophy asset or long-term investment? We're looking at the region's love affair with big-name spending sprees. A tale of two airlines. Profits rise at Emirates, but Etihad fails to break even again. And making the cut, we meet the man who's been dressing the UAE's royal family for 65 years. Now, imagine this. It's 1945. World War II has just ended, and Dubai is little more than a tiny fishing village. And along the banks of the creek, a 16-year-old is learning how to cut cloth to make the kandura, the traditional dress that Gulf men wear. Now, 65 years later, he has 18 shops to his name, and he counts the royal family amongst his customers. How did he do it? Ben Thompson went along to meet him.
Cutting cloth like this takes a keen eye, a steady hand and lots of patience. But Abdul Rahman Al Madani has just that. After all, he's been doing this for more than 65 years. He began as an apprentice in 1945, learning his trade from an uncle. He then opened his own shop here on the banks of Dubai Creek. And from small beginnings, he created a business empire that's still going strong today.
I only had 2 people working with me, then 4 or 5. Eventually we had 10. Now I have lots of people working with me. If I count everywhere, maybe around 300 people. Some of them are old staff, some of them are new.
And from the doorstep of his first shop, he watched history in the making. From sleepy fishing village to shiny metropolis, Mr. Al Madani witnessed Dubai's rapid transformation. Change, he says, that's for the better.
Before, there was nothing in Dubai. Now, thank God, there is everything. Before, there was no water, no electricity. We used to get water every day on a donkey. 4 buckets were 1.5 rupees. Now, you can get water at your house. In the old days, there was nothing.
And it's here at the heart of Dubai's bustling old town that Abdul Rahman found his first customers. The thriving local economy brought businessmen and traders from around the world. There were no cars, only small dhows and abras crossing the water of the creek. And amongst them were some royal visitors too. Sheikh Rashid, the ruler of Dubai for 32 years, became a regular customer.
He used to come off the abra and pass by my shop on his way. After work, he did walk past again to get the abra. We got to know each other. We became friends, we liked each other. I used to make him 1 kandura, then people started to have more money, so we used to make more. 4, 5 or even 10. The price changed too. Before it was cheap, 2 rupees. Now, thank God, it's much more money.
And he's passed that business spirit on to his son, Mohammed. He now runs the family firm that bears their name. He remembers coming here after school to help his father in the shop, where he got his first lessons in business.
I used to make the invoices for the big customers. So my father, whenever I used to sit behind the, the stitching machine, he would tell me, no, I don't want you to be a tailor. I want you to be a doctor, an engineer, a businessman, because this is for an illiterate people. I didn't go to school. That's why I end up being a tailor. So I want you to, learn and study, and that's why he inspired me. That's why I went to States and studied engineering. I was very grateful to him that he paved the road for us to develop the family business.
And so at the age of 80, he's showing no signs of slowing down. Dubai's rapid transformation might have eroded much of this city's history, but much like the Abras that still cross the creek, the story of Mr. Al Madani is one link to the past.
Ben Thompson spending time with the UAE's